As a vet, I see a lot of things. But as a pet owner myself, I live with the reality of cat hair. It's on the couch, it's on our clothes. Let's be honest, it's pretty much everywhere. So today, we're going to talk about how to finally tame those furry tumbleweeds. Oh, yeah, we've all had that moment, right? You're all ready to go, you look down, and your favorite black jacket is now, well, it's more cat than jacket. And while keeping the house clean is one thing, it can also make you worry a little. You start wondering, is this normal? Is my cat shedding too much? Well, that's exactly what we're going to clear up today. We'll get into why it happens, how to spot the difference between normal shedding and a medical red flag, and most importantly, how to get that fluff under control. So first things first, let's be really clear. Shedding is not a bad thing. It's a totally natural, totally necessary process for your cat. It's simply their body's way of getting rid of old, dead hair to make room for all the new, healthy stuff to grow in. You see, every single hair on your cat's body goes through this little four-stage journey. It has a growth phase, a quick transition phase, a resting phase, and then, you guessed it, the shedding phase, where it finally falls out. This whole cycle is just constantly happening in the background. I love this analogy. Thinking of it like a garden really helps. You wouldn't worry about a tree dropping its old leaves, right? It's the same idea. Shedding isn't a sign of a problem. It's actually a sign of life and renewal. It's just out with the old and in with the new. So what actually kicks this whole process into high gear? You might think it's about getting warmer or colder, but believe it or not, the number one trigger is daylight, what we call the photoperiod. As the days get longer in the spring, it sends a signal to your cat's body to ditch that thick, heavy winter coat. And then in the fall, as the days get shorter, they shed their lighter summer coat to make room for a warmer one. Now, here's the interesting part for our indoor cats. All that artificial light from our lamps can kind of confuse their internal clocks. This can lead to less of a big seasonal shed and more of a moderate, steady shed all year round. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to help more pets live healthier, happier lives. Okay, this is probably the biggest question on your mind. How do you know if the amount of fur is normal or if it's a sign that something's actually wrong? The great news is you can become an expert at this. All you need to do is pay a little attention during your everyday interactions, like during those daily chin scratches. Let's break down exactly what you're looking for. A healthy, normal shed means the hair loss is pretty even all over their body. And if you part the fur, the skin underneath looks clear and healthy. Now, on the other side are the red flags. These are the things that should make you think, maybe I should call the vet. We're talking about distinct bald patches, what we call alopecia, or if their skin is red, irritated, or flaky. Also, watch out for constant scratching or licking, a greasy-feeling coat, or any sudden changes in their appetite or energy. Any of those are definitely worth a phone call. So let's say you do see one of those red flags. What happens next? I want to assure you, a vet visit for hair loss isn't scary at all. It's really just a methodical process, a bit of detective work to figure out what's really going on. And honestly, most of the time, it's something we can manage pretty easily. We'll usually start with the most common culprits. First, we'll do a thorough check for any unwanted little hitchhikers, like fleas or mites. Next, we might do a skin scrape or cytology. Now that sounds intense, but it's really just a gentle way to collect a few skin cells so we can look at them under a microscope. We're just checking for signs of infection or inflammation. And if we need to dig a little deeper, a simple blood test can help us rule out underlying issues, like an overactive thyroid, which can be pretty common, especially in older cats. All right, now for the part you've been waiting for. What can you do about it at home? Putting a proactive plan in place can make a huge difference for your cat's health. And let's be real, for the life of your vacuum cleaner. Your single most powerful tool is a good old-fashioned brush, but it's not a one-size-fits-all deal. For short-haired cats like a sleek Siamese, a good brushing once or twice a week is usually plenty. But for our long-haired friends, like a fluffy Persian or ragdoll, a daily session is pretty much essential to prevent tangles and mats. And if you've got a cat with a thick double coat, like a majestic Maine Coon, daily brushing during those heavy spring and fall sheds is absolutely non-negotiable. But here's the thing. You can't brush away a bad diet. A truly healthy coat starts from the inside out. Since hair is literally made of protein, a diet rich in high-quality protein is absolutely key. Things like omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids found in fish oil are amazing for keeping skin hydrated and giving their coat that beautiful, glossy sheen. And please don't forget about water. Making sure your cat is well hydrated is so important for their skin's elasticity and their overall health.
And remember, these little grooming sessions, they aren't just a chore. They're a quiet moment for you and your cat to connect. It's a ritual that really strengthens your bond, and it gives you a perfect chance to check in on their health. So, the big takeaway here is not to see shedding as a problem, but as a normal, healthy sign of life. With the right food in their bowl and a consistent grooming routine, you're not just managing the fur, you're supporting their well-being, strengthening your bond, and hey, maybe, just maybe, you'll be able to wear black with confidence again. Remember, this information is for educational purposes and is not a substitute for professional veterinary advice. If you have any concerns about your pet's health, please consult with your certified veterinarian. They're your best resource for ensuring your companion lives a long, happy, and healthy life.